Notts County Talk. We are live on a Tuesday. It's a 7:30 start. It's the watch along for Wrexham against Chesterfield. We've done what, George, reckon this is number
third or fourth? Is it?
We've done six. We did a few in the COVID season, didn't we? Did a fair few. So yeah, basically, you might be watching the game. You might not be watching the game. You might be relying on us. You might be listening to it. There are probably some Notts fans in here, maybe Chesterfield, maybe Wrexham, or maybe fans of other teams, maybe not even National League sides that are just interested in the title race. So we'll be talking you through the game if you're not watching with us. As always, if you've not joined us on a watch along, we want as many questions as possible. Hi to Aaron, hi to Wayne. As many of your questions as possible. You might want to ask us who we think the best player in the National League is. You might want to ask us who we think the best away support we've seen or the best home support we've seen. You might want to ask us any question. Who's got the best kit in the National League? You might want to ask who we think is going to win it. So literally anything, and we'll answer your questions throughout the show. First things first, George, let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Have you had your tea?
Have I had my tea?
Have you had your tea?
I have, yeah. Just
I did.
This evening's been a race for time. It's been absolutely crazy. Yes, I did. I had meatballs.
Lovely.
Solid. Have you had your dinner, Tom?
Had some pasta.
Hash brown cob.
All fueled up for this? No, I do like hash brown cob.
Close.
Questions coming in. Some good questions coming in. Best kit has to be York, someone said. What's the best badge best badge in the National League? We'll get to all these questions in a second, but George, I'm just going to say first of all, before any of this kicks off in 11 minutes time, right now, what's your thoughts on the score tonight?
It's good. I think it's a really tough game to call. Obviously, Wrexham are Wrexham. They're in fine form. We think we're having a good season. We literally had we've broke records this season, our own records. 25 games unbeaten. We've been phenomenal, and if Wrexham win those games in hand, they go above us. So it just shows you that the level that Wrexham are at. But then on the flip side, you've got Chesterfield that are on a bit of a downward spiral, aren't they? Really, compared to how they started the season. But I've been watching some of the interviews of Paul Cook, and his latest one, he's sort of talking about he feels like his team are doing the right things. But it's just not happening for them. They're just not being able to put the ball away. And he's sort of saying it's going to start happening because that's the way football goes. So it should be interesting because it's a huge occasion, isn't it? And, these can be the games where teams that aren't doing so well, pick up a bit of momentum and, start to get results go. So I think it's going to be a really good game, to be honest. It's really hard to call. I think it's really hard to call.
I think I'd be amazed if I saw Chesterfield win. There's no Dobra. I'd be amazed.
Yeah.
When I went to Chesterfield away, was it this month or last month? I think it might have been last month. Akinola, the guy on loan from Arsenal, was unbelievable. Not in the squad today. Well, in the squad, not in the starting lineup. Can I just say before we go on, I've got loads of questions. We'll get on those before kickoff. Some really good ones. I don't think Dobra's playing it either. I don't think Dobra's there. Can I just ask if you're not already subscribed to the channel or you're new to us or you're a Wrexham fan or a Chesterfield fan looking for some insight during the run-in for the rest of the season, please do subscribe to the channel. I mean, we've got 3 straight nights of videos planned this week, so it takes a massive amount of our time, but we do love doing it. But yeah, subscription would massively help. If you are a Notts fan, tune in tomorrow night, 8:30. We've got our Q&A with the owners. So pop onto our social medias, send us a question for them. Had some really good questions already. And also Pavis perspective as normal on Thursday night. So I'm hoping for a 1-1, but I see it being a 2-1 Wrexham. What about you?
I think I'll agree with you. I think I
can't see Chesterfield win.
No. I can see it. I can see like a close contested win for Wrexham, but it is one of those games. I think it seems like the obvious thing to say, but until it really does kick off. Are we going to really know the way the game goes because of pretty much what I've just mentioned? It's a really big game for Chesterfield, and I'm sure Paul Cook's really trying to rile his team up to if you can beat these, you can beat anyone in the league.
Yeah.
Because they are the team to beat, really, aren't they, Wrexham? So it could go one of either ways, but in terms of form, you've really got to be siding with Wrexham a little bit, haven't you? In my opinion.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think if the Chesterfield turn up that played Notts, I think there's a good chance because that game might not have finished 2-1 if that red card for Jeff King hadn't been there. But if the Chesterfield turn up, that have been in games recently that haven't been Notts, you really, really fear for them. Really do fear for them. I think an early goal and it's all Wrexham's. Should we get to a few questions before kickoff then?
Go on then.
Let's go. Let's have that. Best badge in the National League. We won't say Notts for this.
No.
I've got the stream up now. I'm having a look at the stream right now. I'm having a look at some of the badges. I know it's not every badge, and they've just gone off the stream. But there we go. I'm gonna
get a picture up now and have a quick look.
It's a good question. Let's get that one back up. Evening, Chris, to join us. Evening, Kian. Let's go then. Right, best badge before I wait for kickoff. I'm gonna say this. Do you know what I actually like? I might get. You might have me for this, but I actually quite like. I like the Dorking badge.
Yeah.
I like the Dorking badge. I like how if you look closely to the Dorking badge, it's got some sort of like faded. I don't know how to put it. It's got like almost like faded thing behind the chicken or the cockle or whatever it is.
It's between two for me.
Who is it?
Eastleigh and Gateshead. I really like Gateshead's one. I think Gateshead edge it for me.
Don't like Eastleigh's. Not a fan.
I like Gateshead because it's commemorative of the Northeast. That's probably one of the biggest landmarks.
I'm going to put two out there.
Go on.
I'm going to go Oldham. How they've revamped it to just the owl. I really like that. And I'm going to go. I love this because I like what it looks like on the shirt. I'm going to go Torquay. Dead simple.
Controversial.
Simple, it's a nice one. Best sauce for a kebab. Garlic mayo. Has to be.
I don't know. Yeah, I suppose so.
Has to be. Best kit has to be York.
I'd agree. I like that York one. And saying that though, I like our away kit. I think our away kit's really nice.
I was going to say that.
Obviously going to be a bit biased on that one, but it's really nice kit.
That kit that Barnett wore at Meadow Lane a couple of weeks ago, the purple one, no way. Not for me. Wayne says, who are you most afraid of if you need to go through the playoffs?
Southend.
I don't know. Woking. Southend, we just beat Southend 4-0, George.
I know, but have you seen all the stuff that they've put out today?
Yeah, but it's kind of glossed over it, though, hasn't it?
100% glosses over it, but they're massively overachieving in the constraints that they're under.
There's no one in the chasing pack. Boreham Wood, Bromley, Dagenham, Wealdstone, Altrincham that scare me but worry me other than Dagenham because obviously what they did to us the other day. But Will said it on our last video. You play Dagenham 99 times out of 100, you win that game, and it's something like 4-5-0 or 4-5-1. Just have a look now. Chesterfield fans in that away end. Games are what we're saying, like 3 minutes till kickoff. Looks packed out, absolutely packed. Right, let's see. The Scarf Bagara War. Good to have you with us. League 2 is a cakewalk, lads. You join us or what? I genuinely think any side, Wrexham or Notts, that go up this season from automatic will have a very good chance of playoffs next year. And thank you for Conor Lemon Evans. He looked decent when he came on the other day.
Yeah, he did.
Nutmegged someone in the box and had a decent effort. Worst kit, 100%. 100% that Barnet purple kit they wore at Meadow Lane. It was absolutely horrific. Absolutely horrific. Andrew's saying 3-1 Wrexham win is his prediction. So, no Dobra.
Big loss for Chesterfield.
Yeah, big loss. Big loss for Chesterfield. Someone agrees with me. Dawkins Cockle is definitely the best. I'd say so. I'd say it's a very nice badge. It's a very nice badge. Why do you sit in the Pavis and not the Cop? Why do I sit in the Pavis and not the Cop? Well, for a start, I've always sat in the Pavis. I think it's the same with George. Sat in the Pavis with our family. And then Then we start the Pavers perspective on a Thursday night, and we're kind of stuck now. We can't really leave the Pavers perspective. What would we call it if we were in the Cop? I don't really know. And we also couldn't keep it the same. We couldn't keep it as the Pavers perspective. A couple of people saying Bromley is a concern, which I hope will no longer remain after Saturday. Yeah, Bromley, we never do well against Bromley. Never, ever do well against Bromley. I think we drew this season against them 1-1. And I think we drew last season against them. Last season was the one where, if you remember the Bromley game last season, George, we battered them all game and then it went in off Michael Cheek's
shin or something
like that from absolutely nothing. Chris Dobbs, a big loss for Chesterfield. Big loss at the BAFTAs too. Yeah, it's sad to see that it wasn't there. It was sad to see that it wasn't there. But, what can you do? Yeah, Conley, Evans and Wootton. Wootton's doing very well. I think we had a conversation, didn't we, or a few messages between ourselves that just said how much of a hard worker Wootton is. There's not many that work that hard. Not many that work that hard.
It took him time to find his feet, I think, at Stockport, didn't it? But now he has. He's in good form, isn't he? So.
Yeah. George, have you got a drink with you for the game?
I haven't, no.
I
haven't.
2 hours of talking with no drink.
I might have to dip off. You might have to do some dancing or something to keep everyone entertained while I go grab one at half time.
I've got a cherry coke.
Cherry coke.
Cherry coke. You don't get much better than that for a match.
I remember when I used to drink them. Long time ago.
You're not drinking anymore.
Sort of grown up.
I'm sick of you.
I might get a cup of tea, I reckon, at half time. That's going to be my drink of choice.
And then I'll dance.
And then you'll dance.
Right. I'm just looking. I'm going to ask you this question, Joe. Oh, did I save it till half time?
Ask me now, Tom. Go on. I'm
going to save it till half time.
You better remember.
Chris says, no Notts County talk, mugs, lads. George, do you want to explain what happened when you moved house a few months ago?
Oh, yeah. I remember basically moved house, and my brother-in-law was helping me move house. And we joked about what would happen if we'd have dropped this specific crate that had cups and mugs in. And we pulled something out, and then that specific crate that just had the mugs and cups in fell on the floor, smashed. About three items were broken. 2 like martini glasses. Not that I'd used them or anything. And a Notts County talk mug. Gutted.
I heard a rumour.
So next time there is a giveaway, I'm going to enter it because I want my Notts County talk mug back.
I've heard a rumour that some more might be on the way soon. Is that true? Or can you not disclose that information?
Potentially. I've moved house now, and I ain't got the facilities I used to anymore to make them.
True. That pottery wheel in your back garden.
Yeah.
Mullin penalty today. What we're saying, as Finn says that evens, I say. Probably actually odds on. Right, looking at the benches, Tim Akinola and that winger, I can't say his name. Jesserun Uchiblam. Very good.
You were right. You can't say his name.
Chris says, what we clearly need are Notts County talk martini glasses. I would drink sparkling water out of those. Actually, I wouldn't. The sparkling water is just awful. Right, game's about to
flavored sparkling water's all right.
Yeah, but the other stuff tastes like the static on a TV. Terrible. It tastes like when you hit your.
How do you know that tastes like?
When you hit your funny bone.
That's bizarre. That is.
You can't deny it. Right, plenty of you watching.
How does that taste?
Don't worry about that.
You've lost the plot. You have.
Let us know where you're watching the game. Are you just watching with us, or have you purchased the game? And where you are actually watching. Have we got anyone from outside of the UK watching? Be interested to know that. So, game is 10 seconds in.
Is it?
No Wrexham penalty.
Oh, my stream's not working.
Poor for you.
Poor for me, this. What's going on here?
You have to purchase it.
I've purchased it.
Decent start and hoofed away by Wrexham. I mean, I'll give credit. It's really hard, isn't it? Because you've got to give credit where it's due. Like,
what, to Wrexham? Oh, here we go.
To both of us. It's absolutely ridiculous. That's not handball. How is he given that as a handball?
Penalty.
What a penalty. I hope we see this replay of that. That is an awful, awful decision. Watching from the Faroe Islands. Class.
Nice.
Why is it not on BT? I'm not sure. George,
I thought it was on BT.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. Until you messaged me earlier and said about buying the pass, I completely forgot it was not on BT.
Did your stream switch back on for that handball then?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! If they score from this,
dear.
that is absolutely shocking. Here we go. Chesterfield trying to get away. I think it's going to be a game. I don't know. We're not County fans, obviously, but we're not like Wrexham and Chesterfield. Like we're not in the know of everything about them. So it's good. It's good to watch a different game, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Someone gave us a bit of stick on Twitter, didn't they? I think it was a Wrexham fan for wanting to watch a different team.
I think you deserved it.
I mean, it was aimed at both of us.
I think you deserved it.
I might just let it. How do I take you out of this?
Oh, long throw.
Long throw. Is that Toe? It's not Bento. Is that Bentosa?
Has to be. Of course it
Must
is.
be. Decent ball in, and it's gone out for another long throw. I think those long throws from Bentosa, the ones that aren't directly at the.
They've got another one though now.
Yeah, the ones that aren't flat, I think, are the most dangerous. So that first one was going to be more dangerous than this because it's too flat. I think it's too flat.
Oh my god, that fell nicely then to their player. They kind of fluffed it.
I think we're
miles over the bar.
We're a few seconds apart, yeah.
You're behind me. Refresh your stream, Tom.
Don't tell me what to do.
Refresh your stream now.
I've got it up.
There we go.
What are you? I'm at 2:51. What are you?
3 minutes 15.
Really? No, you're not.
No.
I'm at 3 minutes now.
Yeah. We're in the same one now.
Oh, I feel much better about that. Yeah, Charlie, Chesterfield's run has to come to an end soon, surely. I think they just need to get the ball on the floor, to be honest. I think Notts will lose again this season, and I think Wrexham will lose again this season. Do you remember the end of last season when Stockport were like 11 points clear and there was only something like 21 points left to play for?
Yeah.
Decent ball in.
Nice.
Ooh, now offside.
Oh.
And just Stockport could have won it with like 4 games to go, and it went to the last game, didn't it?
Yeah. That's right.
So it's never done till it's done. There'll be a stupid loss from us. Ooh, Wrexham 1-0.
Oh.
3 minutes. Is that Elliot Lee?
That's a great goal, that is, to be fair.
I see Chesterfield getting a thumping here. An absolute thumping.
What a goal that was. Great finish.
It was a good finish, to be fair. Chesterfield's defence absolutely all over the place. Absolutely all over the shot. That's not a good start for Notts, is it? What did I say? I said if Wrexham get an early goal, I think could be it. Ross Fitzsimmons in goal. Should he have done better?
Nah.
That is so poor defensively. It's absolutely awful. Look at the gap. 1-0, just like that.
It's a better angle there.
We went 1-0 up. We went 1-0 up Saturday. Yeah. We weren't playing the team that haven't won in 64 games, have we? So that's going to go.
I think this team, they're just low on confidence, aren't they, Chesterfield? That's the problem. So an early goal, it's just going to... I think it got the potential to knock the stuffing out of them, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. The last thing you want against a team low on confidence is that.
Yeah.
So Chesterfield have the potential with their games in hand to go 4 points above us. I'm not sure why Chesterfield are literally leaving one at the back here. That's a foul somewhere. It's gone to Wrexham.
I thought it was a Chesterfield ball, to be fair. I mean,
Two dubious decisions. Goal. It's going to be 2. What a miss. Who's that?
oh dear.
Oh. That was a poor miss. Who was that? Young coming in. Chesterfield are all over the place. I wouldn't put it past any side beating them at the minute, the way it's going. They don't have a clue what to do.
Oh man, he'll be having nightmares about that one. You don't get many better chances than that. That was a free header.
Fair play to the Chesterfield fans. It looks like a full away end on a Tuesday night.
Big game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but look how they're playing. They're not playing very well, are they? 6 minutes in, Wrexham absolutely battering Chesterfield. Should be 2 up. Tom says, don't see Wrexham dropping any more points. I do see them dropping any more points. What was the time of the goal? 3 minutes, like 50 or something. They're through again.
Offside.
This is painful to watch. I can't imagine watching this as a Chesterfield fan. It's bad enough watching it as a Notts fan. But yeah, if you've just joined us, please do drop a subscription to us. We'd massively appreciate that. Kev, good to have you with us. You're not confident with Chesterfield win as they've been so poor. They can't get hold of the ball. They've got it, and they've had it for about 3 seconds, and they've lost the ball again.
Wrexham relentless with the press.
That camera angle was awful. George, they lose this. Let's say they lose this game.
Yep.
And let's say they lose the next game. I don't know who they've got next. I'll have a look who they've got next. What do you think then? Do you think Paul Cook's still there? Do you think he's there till the end of the season regardless?
I wouldn't say regardless.
Long throw again. That's going to be a Chesterfield ball.
It's hard to say for me. I think, yeah, I mean, Paul Cook was quite a big appointment, really. I think there was a few surprises that he dropped down to the National League, to be fair. But I think he has a bit of an affinity with Chesterfield, doesn't he? So I think it does make sense in that regard. But I don't know. I mean, when I was watching some of his interviews earlier, he was talking about like the fans, not turning on the players, but getting frustrated, and then it can come over to the players, and they can affect confidence on the ball and things like that. So I think it's a fine line to walk, that is, isn't it? Talking about the fans sort of in that sort of light. So he's got to tread lightly on that one.
Stephen says, I think Cook will walk before he's pushed. Maybe, 2 people saying they can't afford to sack him.
That's crazy, that is.
We knew it was going to happen. Last year was just ridiculous. I think that the spark for Chesterfield in this game has to be Cole, doesn't it? It has to be. He was good when he came on against Notts. Decent ball in the box from Chesterfield. Cleared away. Chesterfield recycling possession, trying to go down the right-hand side. But as you said earlier, the Wrexham press good. There's no foul there. Why are you going down in that position? It just leaves Wrexham open to counter, and they're straight on the counter again. Is this Mendy on this side? He's going to put a ball in, and luckily it's a poor ball.
Oh, that's terrible.
Chesterfield being cut open, completely cut open.
Yeah.
Hi, Maggie. Thanks for joining us. They've got Gateshead away. If they lose to Gateshead away, that's... At no point this season did I see them going 7. Is it 7 without a win? I mean, their players are falling over the ball.
Crazy.
Talk about low on confidence. But yeah, Wrexham's game plan is so obvious, isn't it? Hit them early.
It's crazy, really, because it's like unrecognisable, really. Because even when we played Chesterfield, I didn't like they were fairly good.
They were at their place, though, weren't they?
I know, but still, it's just complete different team by the looks of it.
Yeah, Chris, our Chesterfield playing 2 at the back. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if it's 1. You're leaving Paul Mullin with 1 defender. Remember, we're still well in it if Wrexham win, even if Wrexham win tonight. Yeah, we are. But I think this was on paper. I don't know. On paper, it was one of the hardest games. That's really good from Chesterfield. They're coming in down that Colclough? It is. He's a fantastic player. Chesterfield playing it around at the edge of the box, spreading it wide.
Good ball.
King. They need to do. He's literally fallen over. They've got no confidence at all.
It's the same part of the pitch as well.
All over the place. They need to just get the ball down and chill out. Is Mandeville playing?
I think he is, yeah.
Go on, Colclough. He's taking it past the Wrexham player, put it in the box, cleared away. But that's much better from them. Much better. Much better. Let's have a look at some more of your comments. Nick, Wrexham fan here, subscribed. Really appreciate that, Nick. We'll have some Wrexham fans on towards the game when we play them on the channel. So it'd be good for you to subscribe, and then you'll be able to see that. Like Jeff King. Decent ball. Is that going to go out for a corner? Yes, it is. First corner of the game to Chesterfield. Come on then, Chesterfield. Let's see what you've got from this. Jeff King, they're just so much better than everyone else in the league, aren't they? Colclough, our only hope. Can't believe Akinola not starting. Michael, would you two like owners like Ryan Reynolds or not? That was there to be hit. It's pretty much a no from me because of the owners we've got. If you'd have said that when we had our last owners, I'd say yeah, because I'd have had George as the owner instead of our last owner.
What are you trying to say?
Well,
I think I'd do an alright job.
Yeah, exactly. But you're not necessarily qualified, are you?
I think on a how do you know? If we were up for sale, 100% you'd take
up for sale, yeah, but not over. I would rather
not
our
over
owners
current. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying obviously you wouldn't want them. Like, I think. Is he off? I don't think that was offside. That wasn't offside. Mullin was off, but I don't think he was off there.
No, I agree.
I think what Knott's craved is just, as owners, is just someone calm that's not going to be in the limelight. I think.
Yeah,
it was off.
That's why we're be careful what they're doing on Twitter and stuff like that.
Yeah, the last owners was shambles. Yeah, if you're watching, if you're not familiar with our previous owner, have a look. We'll let you find out his name. Decent ball, cleared away well. Go on, win that header. What's that a free kick for then? I'm not sure. Weedsboro's are perfect. Shamrock says, yeah. Wrexham fan here, subscribe. Cheers, Chris. Appreciate that. If you have subscribed, just pop it in the chat and we'll give you a shout out for subscribing. Really do appreciate that. Okay, with 30 minutes in, George, it's Chesterfield have grown into it, aren't they?
Slightly.
Every ball over the top. Mendy is fantastic. And here we go. Is this going to be two?
I wouldn't really say that Wrexham have got a fantastic style of football, to be honest. They're just relentless with the press, aren't they? And I'll tell you what is weird about Wrexham. The floodlights.
Go on then, that's a bit niche.
The corners are so lit up. Like, it looks like there's LED strips on the grass. Not in these corners, the other side.
What does surprise me is the state of the pitch really does surprise me. Because I don't know if you watched
how many slips has there been? Oh, what a ball.
They worked on it, didn't they? They worked on the pitch, but spent millions on it. It was poor against Sheffield United as well.
Yeah, it looks pretty torn up as well.
Who's that singing?
Oh,
Chesterfield fans. Chris, no one getting close to Mullin in Chesterfield defence. They're not. I think, Richard, I know you don't see Wrexham dropping more points. There will be a stupid game. There will be a stupid one.
There has to be.
It happens to all. We would have said last year, I don't see Stockport dropping any points.
They've scraped too many games, haven't they?
Yeah, there'll be a really, really difficult game away. Maidenhead at the weekend is not an easy game. We went there and had to have a Macca scissor kick finish to win 4-3. It's really not an easy place to go, and it's
32 goals from open play, by the way.
Yeah, he's good player.
It's
Good
all
player.
right.
So it's not easy at all. This is what I like to see. There's a bit of a Wrexham press going on. It's almost half-hearted. But look, there we go. That's much better. Is that Mandeville there? It is. Right, they need to win this first ball.
Oh dear. Seem pretty weak, don't they? Really
As you
easily.
said, George, they're just so low on confidence. They're chasing shadows at the minute.
This literally, at this moment in time, genuinely looks like a cup tie and Wrexham are in a league above.
Yeah.
What a ball.
Are you going to put that back in? No.
Handball.
Harley says, do you think the Wrexham game could be moved to get it on TV? Is it Easter Monday, George?
It is. If it does get moved, that's catastrophic.
I only think they'll move the time. I don't think they'll move the game.
Yeah. Still.
Stephen, they have to go to Bromley, always tough. Yeah, I think they also have to go to Dagenham.
I don't think that they can. You know, I'm sure it's only Saturday kickoffs that they move, isn't it?
I don't know, but that defending is absolutely awful. They're letting them take short corners leaving it 2v1.
Like Wrexham, poor there. You could tell that wasn't going to break through.
That is a shocking tackle. Is that not a yellow?
I think that's a red, to be fair.
I'm looking at it again, though. They've got a replay here. It's not a good tackle. That's a yellow. That's a definite yellow.
Yeah, that could have been nasty.
Chris, the mark at the back is atrocious. It's far from ideal, is it, from a Chesterfield or Notts point of view? Well done. And they've lost the ball. Get up. Who's that on the floor? He's absolutely fine, look. We saw that away from home, though, didn't we?
We did.
It's like this team have just been cobbled together. They don't know each other. Chesterfield have no idea. And they've gone all the way back to Fitzsimmons.
It's all right.
Their rumours of Wrexham game getting moved to Tuesday night as BT don't have much space in their schedule for Easter Monday. I really wouldn't like that.
That's bang out of order if they do that for TV.
But then again, I'm off work that week, so yeah,
terrible stuff that is.
Harrison, I think when Notts go to Wrexham, that will be a deciding match. I hope we're still well in it by then. I hope we are still well in it by then. Chesterfield have got the ball again about halfway. They're finally getting a bit of pressure on in that Wrexham half, though, aren't they? They're still knocking it around. They're a little bit more confidence. When you think this Chesterfield side have got the likes of Mandeville, I know we go on about Jeff King, but he is a good player. And they're just looking shell-shocked. They had to get through that opening few minutes. And again, Chesterfield lose the ball. Wrexham win a throw from it. How's your cup of tea?
I've not got it. Taking liberties here, you're taking liberties.
Paul McCallum knocks it down. And again, Chesterfield get a throw. They're doing all right. They're doing okay. They've grown into it. I mean, for you, one more Wrexham goal, does that kill the game? Done. You can never say that in football, can you? But
you can't. Like, look at the Notts Chesterfield.
Yeah. To be fair, we were pretty battered by Chesterfield and ended up drawing 2-2 at the start of the season. I mean, if they can hold on to it, they've got some decent players coming off that bench. That's a fantastic ball from Chesterfield to Colclough, and it's cleared away. But that's better. That's what Chesterfield need to do. Put it in the box, try and get in behind. No, we won't like playing on this pitch.
I agree. Looks like they like it though.
Paul Cook going mad. I wonder which voice he's using.
I wonder is there a reasoning behind that? Because his latest video is like post matches is crazy. His voice changes about 6 or 7 times throughout the video. Crazy.
Here's a question for you, George, from
Go on,
Harley. Hang on. Paul Mullin pressing Fitzsimmons, and he's passed it out short. Chesterfield trying to play their way out of trouble, launched it long. That's decent, giving into Cole Clough, and they've won a throw in just over the halfway line. Here's one for you. If you could pick any Wrexham player and then be out for the season, who would it be? I know who I would choose. I mean, we're not wishing injuries on players, but let's say they just couldn't play for the season. Who would you go for? There's
an obvious one in there. Yeah, there's an obvious one.
But there's an obvious one, but that's not who I'm thinking.
Go on then.
I'm thinking Hayden at the back. He's won them so many points.
Yeah.
He scored 11 goals. And I'm guessing if you looked at some of them are last minute winners.
Yeah.
He's also a very, very good defender. I think you take Mullin out of the team, they still win games quite well. They still win games. They'll have another penalty taker, put it that way. Someone else that can take the penalties. But Hayden, good player. Really good. I would take him. Imagine Notts defence of like Baldwin, Cameron and Hayden. Be fantastic. Right, long ball from Wrexham. Chesterfield win it about 30 yards from the goal. Give the ball straight away. Young's got the ball, running at the Chesterfield defence. It's all Chesterfield's making, and it's a shot cross kind of thing has gone out. I like Mendy as well. But, if Chickson wasn't scoring, I'd probably say Mendy, but well done to Jeff King to see that out for a goal kick. Yeah, I'd probably take Mendy. Fantastic player. Really, really good player. He was from Boreham Wood, wasn't
he? I believe so, yeah. Was it Boreham Wood? Yeah, no, it was Boreham Wood. Sure it was.
Who heard who's on the bench for Wrexham tonight?
Who?
Will Ferrell.
I was thinking earlier on, I wonder, if Wrexham do see success, will we see potentially more owners from that side of the world? I'm talking more from Hollywood, buying into football clubs.
I know he's not from Hollywood, but Todd Bowley that's taken over at Chelsea.
Yes,
that's not going very well. It's not going very well. He's also just throwing money at everyone.
Yeah,
that is awful. Chesterfield tried to play it out. They're giving it away on the halfway line, and Chesterfield have had to win the ball back. They were 30 yards from the Wrexham goal. They've lost the ball, and then they've ended up winning it back and going all the way back to Fitzsimmons, who plays it long, and Wrexham win the ball again from a header, and they just got possession back on the halfway line. I'm looking at that they've got a good solid four at the back, but look, George, as soon as they win the ball, Chesterfield come out of their shape and they're easy to get at.
Yep.
Ooh. Chesterfield almost getting behind the Wrexham defence. That's a poor pass back, and it's put some pressure on Wrexham in their own corner, and it's been cleared out for a throw-in, but that could easily have gone for a Chesterfield corner.
Yeah, they're playing the high line, Chesterfield, aren't they?
Yeah. If Notts don't go up the season, when do you think they will?
Season after.
Yeah, but then you look who's coming down. You never know who's coming down. Could just do a Grimsby. I know they went up through the playoffs. Here we go. Colclugh's got it in the box. Oh my goodness, that took a bobble.
Oh dear.
And I don't know if he was trying to cross or shoot. But either way, it's just gone out for a Chesterfield, for a Wrexham throw-in line with the edge of their 18-yard box. They're getting on it a bit more, but, you never know. George, I'll let you answer this. Is it me, or do you worry about Baldwin is making a lot of mistakes recently?
Yeah, I mean, he does have that sort of error in him, but in the same breath, I think he's superb. There has been one or two games where his passing has led to problems for us, but I can't really I can't really say I'm concerned. I think we'll miss him now. He's out with that red card he got.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. What about you, Tom?
I think plenty of it. I think all three defenders make mistakes.
Yeah, they do.
And it's the way we play. Like, if Matty Palmer gives the ball away in the middle or Ruben, it's not as obvious as one of those giving it away. And it is a problem. It is a problem that all of our goals conceded, pretty much, all of them are when there's a mistake. And someone said, well, every goal is a mistake because you don't close a player down or you give the ball away, you don't stop the cross. But it's not like that because the
it's like it's like direct loss of possession. Like directly from loss of possession.
Good cross for Wrexham, header. Ooh, Fitzsimmons saves it. It was a Elliot Lee header. It is. It's a direct loss, isn't it? A direct loss of possession that counts for the goal. Now, you can look at it two ways. You could say, wow, we're very good defensively because we only concede from our own mistake. But you could also say, imagine if we didn't give the ball away those 2 times against Dagenham.
Yeah.
We win the game. You then again say, don't you? Sorry. You then again say, well, if you're not willing to play like that style of football, you're not going to score the goals. So,
yeah, exactly. So, and I think that's it. I think it's a mixture of all three things that you said there for me. I think it's not good to see, but we play like a good brand of football, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
And we're in the National League. You know, it's the 5th division of English football. These players are going to make mistakes. You know, with the most respect to them because they're playing at such an elite level, even though they are sort of in the 5th division. They're going to make mistakes.
Yeah, agreed. Is that Tunnicliffe down with a head injury? So play has been stopped. 27 minutes, George. What would you make of that first 27?
Very dominant start from Wrexham. I think Chesterfield has sort of grown into it, but not had any clear-cut chances. Nothing that you've felt's been, really close for them getting a goal. Wrexham really showing their class. Pitch looks slippy, looks cut up. Yeah, I think Chesterfield look a little bit. I don't know. They just don't look like Chesterfield. They just don't have that fight like Chesterfield do. Easily shoved off the ball, out of possession. They're just too front heavy. I think there doesn't seem to be much of a defense in the way where when they're going forward. As soon as Wrexham pick up the ball, it's 2 or 3 players at the back, and Wrexham are nearly outnumbering them really most times. So they've got to be careful because it could get sticky. I mean, realistically, that chance that Wrexham have a few minutes after the first goal should have gone in. It should free header.
Yeah.
All he has to do really is get it reasonably on target, and it's a goal.
Am I seeing something here? He didn't even catch him in the face. Oh, he's bleeding. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. Right. Back on. 29 minutes. Give that 2 minutes at a time. The end of that first half. Cleared. Very long clearance from the Wrexham keeper. And Chesterfield, what a surprise. They've smashed it away from McCallum to chase. McCallum does really well. He should have carried on running. Chesterfield pressing now. They've got a bit more of that confidence about them, but you're right with the pitch. There's another slip there from a Chesterfield player. As Wrexham knock it up to the halfway line. Chesterfield head it back towards the Wrexham goal. It's a bit of hoofball at the minute. It's going one end to the other.
Yeah, it literally is.
Fantastic touch there from the Chesterfield player. The Wrexham first to that second ball again. And just they're happy to be on the ball, aren't they?
Yep.
And Mullin is through, and this will be for 2. And it's a great save from Fitzsimmons. That could be the game right there. Ross Fitzsimmons didn't do that against Macca, though, did he, George?
I think that was a poor strike from Mullin. He puts a bit of loft on that. It's a goal. That was poor.
Brilliant play. Sam Dalby, I think it was, played him through again. There's a massive gap in the defence.
Surprised. I can't believe that.
It's not a hard chance either. Not a hard chance.
That's terrible. He's put it right near the key. Fitzsimmons, fair play, but
you see these though, don't you? Like people say, "Oh, these strikers must go through one-on-one and score every time." Fitzsimmons saved a one-on-one from Maka, didn't he? It's not that simple.
Oh my god! I can't believe how poor that was.
Would you finish that?
I reckon I probably would. Yeah.
Would you have your cup of tea first?
Probably after celebration.
And then Luke Williams has already started preparing for Wrexham's pitch. If you notice, not so started doing long ball more. Yeah, quite possibly. I'm not sure how much it is to his pitch. Here's Mendy, got the ball.
Great touch.
Wrexham, that's a dive. That's shocking. That's not a dive. He's more run into him. I'll give him credit for that. Colclough wins the ball. And again, it's the exact same thing where he's jumped into the player. Ref's been consistent there and then given Chesterfield a free kick 40 yards from the Chesterfield goal. Wrexham have got that free kick. Oldacre's arguing it, but I think it was right. I think it's more a case of Chesterfield getting to half time than Chesterfield nicking one before half time. Chris, ref's done all right so far. Yeah, I think he has done all right. I think he got that handball wrong in the first minute or so, but since then I think he's been spot on, if I'm honest. Right, here we go then. 40 yards from goal. Chesterfield holding a very, very high line. Taking it short, Wrexham. Looking for the overlap. They've pumped it into the box. Fitzsimmons has to claim it, and he does, and then drops the ball. Butterfingers. Right, Jeff King, 30 yards from his own goal. Can Chesterfield get the ball down and actually play it a little bit? That press from Wrexham is... It's a tough one to break. Does that concern you? Because we don't always deal well with that press, George.
Not really, to be honest. Beat them once, we can beat them again. Nice.
Chesterfield get out of their own half. There we go. Spread the play left to right. It's number 33 for Chesterfield. Not sure who it is, but he got torn apart by Aaron the Man. Not sure who it is. Right, let's have a check of any other goals around the National League. Let's have a wee look. Well, I see why this league's crazy. Maidenhead 2, Dagenham 1.
Another massive ball there forward from the keeper. He's got a right kick on him, that keeper has.
Bromley leading at Torquay.
Free kick for Wrexham.
Yeah, but you're always going to get that.
Yellow card for Jones.
I don't even know who that is, if I'm honest.
Yeah, it's a foul.
Notts players have to sell the pen shots a little bit more. I can't honestly think about that. I can't think about the penalty the other day. Did you see that? You've seen the video online, right, of the penalty, George?
Of course I have, yeah.
Have you seen the referee that's quote tweeted it trying to defend the decision?
Yeah, saying about potential fouls in the game that he's let slide. A level of physicality.
It gets worse than that, though.
What
is that clearance? Right, Chesterfield have an opportunity to break here, and they slowed it down. They've slowed it right down. He goes on to say, well, that's risky. He goes on to say the ref may not have had a great view. He then goes on to say that Oldacre does very, very well then. He's breaking through. I'll come back to that in a second. That's it. Someone's driving forward from Chesterfield. Great ball through to Mandeville.
What a chance that is. That is the best chance of the half for both sides. Oh, my word. I'd like to see the replay on that. I can't see how he hasn't finished that.
That was great play. Is that Colclough putting the ball in?
Oh, my word. How is he not? Mandeville puts a
Nightmare.
great ball through there.
But it is better. You're right, Chris. It's better.
That's the best chance. That's the best chance of the game for me.
What are we even talking about?
Who's ahead in dives? Dobber or Mullen?
It'll come back to me. I think Tom should shave the tash if we beat Wrexham and win the league. Go on then. I'll make that deal now. We have to. We can't just win the league. We have to beat Wrexham and win the league. So we can't lose to Wrexham but still win the league. I'm not doing that.
Who said that? Tom shave the tash.
Stewart.
If we beat Wrexham and win the league. Okay.
Deal. And I'll come on the paper's perspective with it shaved.
I thought it was like a makeup one. You know, like a wipe off mustache.
Don't be stupid. Who's ahead in dives? Dobber or Mullen? Yeah, Dobber's not playing, but like Chris said, he's fell off his sofa watching it. So
great goal, the first goal, wasn't it?
It was very good.
Good finish.
That's what you have when you have a player that's played in the Championship last season starting.
When that went in, I thought it was going to be floodgates. But fair play to Chesterfield.
They've done all right, haven't they?
They have.
They've done all right. Oh, yeah, we're talking about the ref, weren't we? He then goes on to say, someone said, what about the linesman's view? Because it's a fantastic view from the lino, right? And he goes on to say the linesman's view is irrelevant because the referees make the final decision. And apparently he said something about linesmen have been told not to interfere with the ref's decision. What? Like, blows my mind.
What's the point in having an assistant?
Yeah. What's the point? Exactly. What's the point?
Look at that.
Chance is such a good chance.
Inches.
Such a good chance. Shave it live on the Thursday slot. What? In the paper's perspective if we won. Okay. Oliver King, evening chaps. Great stuff as always. A bold night for 2 games. Who is your pick to start the back 3 this weekend? Is it 2 or is it 3 games?
2.
Is it?
I don't know why, but it's 2.
Is it because it's descent and not dangerous play?
Yeah. After what I spoke to him after the game briefly, very briefly. He literally walked past me, and I asked him why he got sent off, and I won't say what he said, but probably is descent in it. Let's be honest.
He said I told the ref about Tom's tash.
Yeah,
sent him off.
Something like that.
Who's your pick starting the back 3 this weekend? Brinley, if he's fit. Badge wasn't good against Yeovil.
Badge.
Wasn't good against Yeovil.
Badge.
Another injury. This has been a long one, hasn't it? It's been a long one.
Yes. We're back to it, though. Let's see how long this kick is.
Let's see. I think I've fallen slightly behind you, which shouldn't be possible because I was ahead of you on the stream.
Was it?
Yeah, I was at the start, wasn't I? My clock's just ticked to 39:40. What about yours?
Yeah, same.
Okay, fair enough. Maybe we're bad. I've just refreshed. There's a push there. I'll have that, ref.
Wrexham looking well organised. I'll give him credit.
Yeah. It's mad, isn't it? Like, you've got some much lower teams that can score. I know we're only 40 minutes in, but just if we had one opportunity, that's it. Whereas you've got some teams scoring 2 or a couple of goals past Wrexham, 1 or 2. Yeah, if you've not subscribed, please do. We've been live for almost an hour. We've still got the second half to go on half time. So yeah, please do subscribe. It does help us out. Is that onside or offside from Mullen? Gives it to Dalby. Keeper needs to come and claim that. And we go again. How many tickets do you think Wrexham will give us? 30. They'll do everything they can to give us the least amount. Fitzsimmons clears the ball to the halfway line, and Wrexham player just chests it down, recycles it. Stuart, what's your thoughts on National League streaming? I tell you what, it's really good. Really good.
I like it. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it. I thought it would kill attendances, but it's not. I think it's mainly for things like this when people want to watch other games. And I think it's mainly for things like, I don't know, Weirdstone play away at Gateshead and people can't travel to the game watch it. That's not killed attendances at all. The National League attendances are so strong. What do you think about that? I don't think it's had much impact.
I mean, I don't think it's not had an impact at Notts. Whether it has elsewhere, I don't know, but I can't see it. I think it's a little bit pricey. I'll be honest. I understand.
It is a bit pricey.
Like you think if you was to have Sky Sports or pay to watch your team every game, it is expensive. Like for the season, it'd be nearly £500, which is a lot. I mean, you can't even watch all your games anyway, can you? If there's Saturday 3 p.m.s, but
no, unless you're abroad,
it is a touch expensive. I think it's a good service though. To be fair,
it is really good.
Pretty faultless. Oh, here we go. Chesterfield are through.
Fantastic.
It's shunned across again. Oh, he's the wrong side of the ball.
How's he
what a chance
missed
for
that?
Chesterfield that is. Oh, it's McCallum again. Oh.
Did you see what he just said?
What?
He said to the keeper, "Oh my effing god."
Oh my god.
I can't believe he's missed it.
The ball's like gone
What's
under
he
him.
done?
What's happened there?
How has that happened?
Oh dear.
This is what I mean. That's against us. They score.
That's 2 chances they've had. It could be 2-1 here. Like
They've signed a striker that scores goals. He's not. I don't think he's scored a goal since October. He scored so much last year.
What, Chesterfield has signed a goal that scores goals?
Well, he did. He has the last 2 or 3 years.
It looks like he's got holes in his feet at the minute.
What the hell was that? I can't believe that miss.
I can't believe that. That's 2 now.
What more can you do?
Dear me. It's promising though, isn't it? That's twice they've done that now. Let's hope gives them a bit of confidence going in at half time.
George, Chris said, can you pause your stream for a few seconds because you're well ahead? Go on, George, because you're ahead of me. Pause it for like 3 seconds. Go on.
Just refresh your streams, folks. Come on.
I've just refreshed mine. Oh, it's showing me that again.
To be fair, we're on a 10-second delay, aren't we, as well? So if I'm in front of you, Chris, that means you're about 10 to 13 seconds behind.
I can't believe that miss. That's the difference. The difference between 3 points and 1 point. It's that is massive. Get him off.
You'd be devastated, wouldn't you?
Sack him. That's gone for a throw-in. I'm not sure why they left that, but it's gone for a throw-in. So it's right by the Wrexham corner flag. Shouldn't have left that because now there's pressure where Wrexham can press up. I said Wrexham didn't want, or Chesterfield wanted half time. They don't now, do they? Ian says we've been missing chances all season. That sums us up. Hopefully they're not been as bad as that, Ian, because that was a shocker. That was a really poor miss.
Yeah, there's missing chances, and then there's that. That's 2 tap-ins now he's missed.
You've got to win that ball because you're being chased down. Well done. Back to Fitzsimmons, who takes a heavy touch. He's got Young's underrated, isn't he? Good player. You know, if anything's coming for Chesterfield, it's coming through Coleclough.
5 minutes added, half time.
George Chris said he knew he'd missed 3 seconds before he missed.
Like I say, you know, because we're live and we're on YouTube Live, there's a 10-second delay between what we say and what goes on YouTube. So if I'm 3 seconds ahead, it's quite far behind, Chris. If I was you, I'd refresh your stream.
Ball's given away. That should be a free kick for Chesterfield, to be fair. And Wrexham are now on the attack. Dalby's running it.
Oh, it's 2-0.
That was a foul. There was a foul in the build-up there. But there we go.
That just knocks the stuffing out of Chesterfield. two great chances that McCallum should really be putting away. Ultimately, they're punished for that, really, because it's 2-0. Great finish. But you just... I don't know. I'm not going to say game over.
For me, there's a foul in the build-up. Definite foul in the build-up. I said it when it happened before the goal. We'll watch it again, but he's turned him inside out, to be fair, hasn't he? He's absolutely turned him inside out. I mean, why is Grimes backing off there? Dalby's a good player from Southend, wasn't he?
Oh, Fitzsimmons should do better there.
It's gone through him. Completely gone through him.
McCallum's got holes in his feet. Fitzsimmons has got holes in his hands.
2-0 before the break. Yeah, you think it's game over, don't you?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on. 2. Yeah, Chesterfield are going to drop out the playoffs at this rate. I think you're right. And Fitzsimmons is almost giving the ball away again.
I don't know. Like, I won't get too carried away with it because I don't think they've been that bad now. They've really grown into this first start off.
This is going to be 3-0, George.
They've had some really it's been, especially on that left-hand side for him, it's been working really well. But I know, but McCallum scores them 2 chances. It's a completely different game.
Yeah, but he hasn't.
Yeah, I know, but that's the fine margins, isn't it? It's happened twice in this half. Why can't it happen twice in the next half and he finishes them?
Because Wrexham have scored 3 more by then. That's off the ball by Grimes. Right, Wrexham free kick. Level with the corner of the box, about 30 yards. This goes in, George. It's well and truly over, isn't it? Well and truly done.
You'd have to say so, yeah.
Like 3-0. About to be crossed in.
Oh, it's terrible. I think players that take free kicks that can't beat a one-man wall deserve to be released. That is terrible.
Minute to go. Wrexham still attacking. Chesterfield lost their head a bit here. Just giving them a chance to pump the ball in the box. I don't know. I don't know if they will fall out of the playoffs. They're quite comfortably in there. But I don't know. Chesterfield needs to come out quick. They have to come out quickly. Get a goal and put some pressure on.
Poor delivery again. What is that?
There's just no one to get the ball back. Chesterfield trying to get the ball away. There's about 30 seconds left. Ross Fitzsimmons hasn't patched up those holes in his hands. Pumps it forward.
Great for Wrexham here. Offside.
They look like they've given up.
No, it's not. It's not.
They honestly look like they've given up, Chesterfield. Good ball in. Fitzsimmons claims it. 15 seconds to go. Paul Cook will be fuming at half time. They've rolled over for them in the first 5 minutes and it's left them chasing it. What is that ball forward? And that should be...
Oh, dear. Made a pig zero that one.
It's that half time.
Yeah, half time.
Fitzsimmons poor, isn't he? Really poor keeper. We're going to have the break. Is that it?
Ref blew there.
I did, to be fair.
There we go.
There we go. Half time. Wrexham 2, Chesterfield 0. Not what any Chesterfield or Notts fan wanted. There we go. Right, half time. Go get yourself something to eat, a drink. George, are you going to get a cup of tea or are you going to stay with me?
I might go run and get a cup of tea in a minute.
It's not good enough. Should have prepped.
I might ask the question.
If there's any Notts County talk, mug, it would still be warm.
Yes, but unfortunately, the unbreakable mug was broken.
That's the spirit. Any questions for us over half time then? Get them into us. We've got 15 minutes. Wrexham comfortably ahead here. Should be a win for them. Here's my question for you then that I was holding till half time.
Go on then. I thought you might have forgot.
So, who's the best player in the National League?
Casper Sloth.
You just spoil everything.
Best player in the National League, honestly. I think. I mean, I'm obviously going to lead towards sort of Notts, aren't I?
You can put a few players in this discussion, but yeah.
Matty Palmer for me.
Yeah.
He makes a position that's very easy to look. When your team aren't playing well, Matty Palmer's position, like screening the defense, is normally the player that gets the brunt of it. Whereas for me, I think he's just so good, so good. We've tied him down to a bit of a longer contract, which gives me a bit of faith. I think Elliot Lee, he's a very, very good player. I like the look of him. Obviously, he's just scored a really good goal tonight as well. But like you've already said, it's sort of. I'm not saying this in a bitter way. I'm obviously saying it's factual. He was playing Championship football last season, so he's obviously a very good player. Mullin, obviously a good player, but he's not the best player in the league for me. Same as Langstaff. Langstaff's obviously a very, very good player, but for me, he's not the best player in the league. Obviously, these players are getting the goals, but football, these players are getting goals because of what they're receiving and the chances that are being created for them. It's not so much. Obviously, you have to score the goal. I'm not saying it's not hard because it is difficult. If every team could have a 30-goal striker, the leagues would be a lot more interesting. But essentially, what it is the team behind them. And for me, Matty Palmer is just phenomenal. His passing, his range of passing is a joke. You can switch a ball one side of the pitch diagonally to the other, and it'll be inch perfect. And he's done that countless times this season. He breaks up play really well. He can play a quick pass. I wouldn't mind seeing him shoot a little bit more because I think sometimes it falls him really nicely on the edge of the box. And sometimes you're just thinking, just have a pop, have a dig, because his shooting must be good. But we don't get to see bags of it. So for me, this is a Notts County channel, and I'm obviously going to lean towards Notts. But for me, Matty Palmer, he's probably the best player in the National League and probably one of the most underrated players in the National League, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Very comprehensive answer. For a man that's not had his cup of tea, that's a very comprehensive answer.
There's one being delivered, I think.
Is there? You've got it. Right. Here's my answer. Langstaff is not on that list. He's been there. He's been here for what, 6 months, 7 months? Not on the list for me. Definitely this season, you'd probably say he's been phenomenal this season. But I wouldn't say I've got enough to say he's the best player in the National League. You've got to put Ruben Rodriguez in there, I think. He's top 5 for me. What he's done consistently. I think last year he didn't get 17 goals. This year he's on like 13 goals. Unbelievably good player. always gives 100% in every game. So I'll put Ruben Rodriguez in that top 5. I think you have to put Paul Mullin in that top 5. Let's be honest. He's a League One striker, really, isn't he? I think you put Hayden in there as well. Centre-back from Wrexham. So that's 3 of the 5. I think you do put Matty Palmer in there, but I don't think any other fan from any other team would say that. I don't think he's... Because he's never in any controversy or anything like that. No one really thinks about him.
No.
And then that leaves me with one more spot for a player. I think so. You got Hayden, you've got Palmer, you've got Mullin, you've got Palmer, and you've got Ruben. I'm trying to think: is there anyone from a different team, from a team that's not so Wrexham, that could sit in that spot as the best player in the league? And no one jumps out at me straight away. Dobra would be close, but you need to be stood up for long enough to actually, make that top 5. There's players from different positions, like Mendy when he plays, when he's not injured. Mendy's unbelievable at wing back, but is he the best player, one of the best in the league? No. I think that there's a 5th one's hard for me. You could say Elliot Lee, but again, for a player he's a very good player and he scored a great goal today, but for a player that's played Championship, you'd want even more from him, wouldn't you? Again, I don't watch him every week. Yeah, Liam Mandeville's good.
He's not top 5 though.
No. Based on tonight's performance, you've got to put Paul McCallum in there, haven't you?
Jesus Christ.
He's some really good defending there to let the ball run across his body so it doesn't go in.
Yeah.
If you're talking about pure quality, just footballing ability, you'd have Elliot Lee in there. You'd have John Bostock. You'd have Jody Jones.
Kasper Sloth.
Slop, he hasn't played for. He didn't barely played for. I don't think he even played for us. John Rooney at Oldham, not for me. He's finished. For me, he's absolutely done. Nathan Ashmore, great player, best keeper in the league by a mile. What an annoying player he is to play against. What an annoying player. For me, he's probably the best goalkeeper in the league. He's so good.
Yes.
So good.
Talking of goalkeepers, now I don't know how true this is, but I've seen lingerings that what's his name? Had him on loan from Sunderland.
Patterson.
Why can I not remember his name? Apparently, I don't know how true it is, but he's going to be called up, isn't he?
I've seen that. Made at Notts.
What player?
And is he top 5? Probably not, but there's an argument Sabara or Dallas could be in there. They're having a stinker of a run at the minute, but they are good. They're not top 5, but they're good.
We're talking best player in the league.
Chuck Sabara in Notts or Wrexham, and he shoots up into that top 10. That's like saying put Paul Mullin at Maidstone. Put a good player in a poor team. And Solihull are poor at the minute. They're so poor.
Yep, they are.
Do you remember when we were at school and I used to play Sunday League for like under 13s, under 14s, things like that?
What, when you were 16?
No. This is being silly, isn't it? I on a serious level, my under 14s when I played for them would have given Solihull a run for the money this season.
I heard their left back was shocking, that team you played for.
That left back that no one could get past. I was a solid left back. Aaron the man wouldn't get past me if he was asleep. Right, put Langstaff in there. Yeah. Langstaff probably should jump in there, shouldn't he? He probably should. If you were doing a combined Wrexham and Notts team, could you imagine Mendy on one side and the main on the other? Imagine defending that.
Horrible.
Mullin and Langstaff up front with Elliot Lee and Ruben in behind. John Bostock and Matty Palmer in the middle. Slocum in goal, and then a back 3 with Hayden. I don't know, who would you have? Who would you have as a back 3? Because you've got Hayden, Tunnicliffe, Baldwin, and Cameron. You'd have to drop someone. Who would you drop? That's a hard question.
Tunnicliffe.
Would you?
I would.
So you'd have Hayden, Baldwin, and Cameron.
Yes.
You'd have Cameron, wouldn't you, purely for his dribbling ability as well. Like
And his
he's
ability
really,
to
really
get a
good
free
at
kick anywhere on the pitch.
anywhere on the pitch. Anywhere. Nick, I hope our owners push for League One at least. What do you guys think? Is that Notts, Nick?
That's true.
Yeah. Well, we'll have an
Yeah.
interview out with them tomorrow night. So we'll see. We'll see what their ambitions are. Just think Pato only made Sunderland's number 1 spot because their 2 keepers got COVID at the same time. Yes, I agree. It is pretty mad.
That's how it goes, though, isn't it? Sometimes it just luck is on your side.
Yeah, it's true. I remember, didn't he come back for 1 game, saved a penalty, and then Sunderland recalled him from Notts?
Yeah. What Stockport was it?
Wasn't it Wrexham?
I thought it was Stockport.
No, we conceded a penalty to Stockport because Vinny gave the penalty away and we conceded, and it made the end a bit nervy. Save Mullins penalty. Yeah, penalty save was against Wrexham. 4 people have just said there. You had your cup of tea delivered? I don't know what you're saying.
I've been practicing my miming. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Thanks. No, I'm just sorting some of my wires out. They're a bit of a mess here. I just plugged my phone in and it didn't start charging. So,
well, right, it's got to be nearly second half now. Players aren't out yet. Run through the scores then. Barnet 1, Oldham 1. Interesting there. Bournemouth 1, Dorking 0. Eastleigh 0, York 0. Halifax 1, Wealdstone 0. Maidenhead 2, Dagenham 1. This league is so frustrating. Maidstone 1, Scunthorpe 0. Massive game. 24th leading 23rd. Torquay 0, Bromley 1. Obviously, Wrexham 2, Chesterfield 0. And Yeovil 0, Altrincham 1. At the moment, the teams in the relegation places are going down on Maidstone, Scunthorpe, Torquay and Yeovil. Torquay and Yeovil going down, and Scunthorpe. There'll be some huge teams in that league below. Huge teams. I mean, they won't all filter into the same league, would they? I think Scunthorpe will go to the north and Yeovil and Torquay obviously to the south. But I think we make Lemon Havens deal permanent in the summer. He won't get in Stockport side in League One if they get promoted, even their current side. I'd love him as permanent. That'd be good.
Just had a delivery, Tom.
What mug's that then?
It's a neck oil mug.
Neck oil mug?
Yeah, look.
I didn't know they did him.
Yeah, do you know who got me this?
I can't see the mug.
No, I'm trying to hold it up without burning my hand.
Who got you that?
Jordan Porter.
Jordan, he's a lovely lad, he is.
Got me for Christmas.
He's a lovely lad. Chris has good geography knowledge, is that Tom? Ask me a geography question, Chris. I'll go for it. I'm quite confident in my geography knowledge. Quite confident. I'm quietly confident, in fact. Quietly confident.
You sounding arrogant here.
No, I'm quietly confident. Right, team's back out. Big half. Mandeville looks a broken man. Ref looks a Wrexham fan. There we go. Right then. It's got to capital of Texas. Isn't it Austin? Isn't it Austin, Texas? Someone tell me, isn't it Austin, Texas?
No, that's Swindon.
Austin, Swindon.
Place for Swindon.
Charlie Austin.
Mm.
That's a mad move, isn't it? You went from the Australian A-League to Swindon.
Yeah. That is a mad move.
Capital of Burkina Faso.
Can you remember that roundabout? Them roundabouts near Swindon's ground, where there's about 5 roundabouts just on top of each other.
Yeah,
that is terrible stuff.
Capital of Swindon. Is the questions owners live tomorrow? It's not live, Nick. It's not live. Capital of Texas was T. I've been done. I still think it's Austin. Right, second half's underway. Any more questions, get them in. But no, Nick, it's not live tomorrow. It's pre-recorded, but then we're back live on Thursday. So yeah, there we go. Right, underway. Big kick downfield from Wrexham, and it's dealt with by Chesterfield. Back in the mix. Bag of nerves at the back.
What are you saying, Tom, at half time if you poke up? You don't have to put his voice on.
I'd say get out there and don't embarrass yourselves. Capital of America, Washington. I'd say go out there and don't embarrass yourselves, because at the minute you've embarrassed yourselves. I'd tell McCallum to change his boots onto the right feet. I'll bring on a different keeper.
I'd put like size 14s on McCallum's feet. You might score there.
Is this going to be 3-0? Ball's pinging around the box. It's struck and it's wide, and I think it's going to be a goal kick to Chesterfield.
Looked like a corner, that did.
It did look like a corner. Let's have a look on the replay. We've seen one from behind the goal. No, it's just dragged it wide.
Yeah.
Dragged it wide. America doesn't have a capital. Is it not? I was going to say you Chesterfield need a goal by sort of the 70th minute, but you don't in football, do you? You really don't. You can score.
America does have capital.
Yeah, it's Washington, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris has said there's no capital. I said it was Washington.
Yeah, there is.
Well, USA do as well. Same thing to me. If you are just joining us after half time, or you haven't joined us yet, please do subscribe to the channel. Been live for well over an hour. And really, I have to speak to George for over an hour. So that's really what it boils down to.
Yeah, it's just two lads just pretending to like each other. It's hard work.
It is really hard work. That's decent play, that makes Kai.
Yeah, that's very good. Into the box. He's through again.
Ooh. Oh, that must have been a yard wide. Colclough is fantastic.
You know what he thought to himself there? I'm shooting this time because he's useless.
I'm not passing to McCallum.
See what I mean about the floodlights, by the way? Look at them corners.
Yeah, they are luminous. Final score predictions. After that, 2-2. 2-2. No, that was. You're never going to score from there, are you? Because of the way with the left footer, you can't. But it's. That was really close. I'd like to see a replay, but I think you only get to see Wrexham replays, don't you? That's good, though. That's good. Thoughts on this, George? Do you like Chesterfield's very simple all blue kit? I'm going to say
I do, yeah.
I like that.
I want to say it's slightly changed.
Oh,
that was terrible. Terrible.
Dalby gets it on the penalty spot. I think it's Dalby gets it on the penalty spot. And
great chance that was.
And just puts it straight at the keeper. Straight at the keeper. 3-2 McCallum hat-trick using the holes in his feet. He's not happy that McCallum wasn't in there, but you've missed 2 chances. You might not be confident. I'm glad they didn't play Colclough as long against us as he's played here. I think he came on, didn't he?
Yeah, he looks bright, doesn't he? He looks like a good little player.
He looks really good. Oh my goodness. What's going off there?
What techers that is. He's absolutely spun the Chesterfield defender there.
And Chesterfield have won it, and they're on the break. There's no one up there. There's no one up. Go on.
He's all right. Running. Oh, put a long strike.
4 players chasing him.
Oh, that was such a bad decision. Bad decision.
That was poor, and it's defended very well. Very well. Worst ever player at Notts, Sivard Sprockle. Hands down. Sivard Sprockle. So poor. So poor. He was worse than Sol Campbell because I had to watch him for longer than Sol Campbell. He was
What about Casper Sloth?
No way. Sivoj Sprocker was worse. So bad. I can't even... It's worse than Harry Arter. Harry Arter was okay at the start and then just drifted, didn't he? I don't think he was bothered in the end. Grimes, big header.
I wouldn't use him as a reference point and say it was bad, though. I don't think he was that bad.
No, I wouldn't either, actually. Fair point there, George. 50 minutes. Let's have a Chesterfield goal.
Hawk fuming again.
Where do you go from here? It'll be eight games. 8 games without a win. That's mad. They were, and let's not be honest. Before those 8 games, they were in a 3-horse race. They were firmly in it with games in hand. Realistically, I don't think they were going to do it, but they were in the race. And the win at the start of that was Altrincham. I think they lost 2 or 3 before that as well. So, didn't win in 2 or 3. Win that header. Grimes loses the header.
Oh,
Paul Mullins is a right pain, isn't he?
No right to win that header, really, Mullin.
No, Ford's on the edge of the box. He's had a shot. Holy Hands has just dropped the ball again. He's so poor.
Holy Hands.
Oh my gosh. Watch this replay. That is a simple shot to catch. Oh my goodness me.
Holy
that is absolutely pudding.
Pudding, you can't say that.
My granddad used to say pudding, so I just use that as a reference.
That's all right then, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. Paul Cook to be sacked, Chesterfield lose tonight. I don't think someone's told us they can't afford it.
I'd be interested to know if that's actually true. You hear that said a lot, and it's never true, is it?
No. Do you know what else isn't true?
What?
That you made your own cuppa.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's poor, that is. That's really poor.
Nice cuppa, though. Go on.
That's good. There's been a lot of stoppages for injuries in this game.
I like the way it's zooming in on the gravel that's in place of what should be a stand.
They'll sell their turf to sack, and they could actually sell their frost covers. They don't work. They don't really
Makes you wonder why they don't, doesn't it? Do another GoFundMe.
Here's Fitzsimmons. His kicking's been poor. Look at that. His handling's been poor. That's a foul. That's a foul. Free kick on the halfway line to Chesterfield. Right. Best atmosphere in the National League. Ooh, haven't been to every ground. That's a good question. Oh, that's very nice play, and he's fallen over the ball. Go on then. Colclough on the corner of the box. Plays it back to Oldacre on the edge. Some nice interchange there. Mandeville shoots 20 yards out straight at the keeper. Good play, though. It's good.
You're ahead of me again. What's going on here tonight?
I don't really care, George. You didn't care when you were ahead of me. Now you've let yourself down.
I don't want any tears tonight, Tom. Let's not start. Come on.
Best atmosphere in the National League. I don't really know. It's genuinely not saying this as a dig. But when I went to Wrexham, it was last year. It was the 1-1 in front of the TV cameras. I don't remember it being like fantastic. I don't mean that as a dig. I wouldn't put Notts in there. Wouldn't put Notts in the best atmosphere, unfortunately.
No.
Southend was a shout. I haven't been to Southend, but I've heard good things about Southend. Best away day this season for you lads. The result always dictates that, doesn't it? I enjoyed Scunthorpe. Away. Went 1-0 down and won 4-1. I was liking Oldham, but it was New Year's Day, and I think that always affects atmosphere a little bit, doesn't it?
More slips again here.
You're ahead of me now.
Oh,
poor
the tides have changed.
Free kick to Chesterfield, edge of the box. Haven't been to Gateshead, but it is around a running track, isn't it? So you're miles away from the pitch. York was all right, but I wouldn't say atmosphere-wise York was brilliant. It's just a nice ground to
I
go
think
to.
it has the potential to be have a good
A
atmosphere.
good one, yeah.
We just absolutely battered them when we went there, didn't we?
Yeah. Right. No, you're right. You can't beat a full stadium, but I'll have to give you that a full answer at the end of the season. We've got a few more to go to, haven't we? We've got Altrincham, we've got Maidstone. Still quite a few more to go to. Barnet we'll go into. Wealdstone was good, mainly because we scored 6. We were unbelievable that first half.
Mm.
That was before National League Streaming was released, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
That was good, that was. I mean, they could have scored 2 that first
Long
half.
throw from Tozer here. He's got the towel ready, look. Come on.
See, these are the dangerous angles for me, where they're diagonal to the box. This is where it just takes a flick on and it could be a goal.
The ball always make me laugh. All carrying towels. Oh,
headed back into the box.
Fitzsimmons claims it first time. Well done.
Stunning from him. Right, let's break Chesterfield. Jeff King. Country mile.
Oh, red card.
Not giving the free kick, has he?
That's a terrible touch. It's a frustrating watch this is. I mean, I can't imagine what it's like to be a Chesterfield fan because it's just a lot of heavy touches and players just look frustrated, I think.
I think the rest bought that free kick, but Chesterfield trying to get on with it quickly, which I like to see. Can they cross the ball? Jeff King does pretty well. Keeps it 30 yards out, plays it back to Grimes near the halfway line. Back out. What can they do with it? I mean, they've got Wrexham where they want them right now, kind of penned in. There's no out ball for Wrexham because Mullins dropped in as well to try and win the ball back, but the press is working and Chesterfield are going all the way back. They're going to end up going back to Fitzsimmons at this point.
No, they're all right. They're working it. They're going through the middle.
Well, that's a nice bit of play. Colclough again. He's the man. He's the man it's all going through, isn't he? Don't foul in there though, Colclough, and force him to clear the ball. That's good, and Chesterfield can put the pressure back on.
Oh, that's terrible.
And there we go. Giving the ball away, and Mendy will pick it back up. The standard is really poor in this game. You're right. It's really poor. There's been moments of like brilliance, like the 2 goals. Yeah, that's the annoying thing. Dale says, watching the stream here in USA and it seems you're 2-3 seconds ahead. Why are the streams not all the same? Unless you paused it, obviously. It doesn't make much sense to me. Surely it's being streamed straight from... I don't get it.
And we're not truly live, are we? Like we're...
I think, to be fair, YouTube have cut that down a bit.
Are they?
Yeah.
Great ball in. Oh, what a save off the bar.
Oh, that is unbelievable.
Penalty claim.
Is it?
Ref's not giving it. Ref's not giving it.
Of course he's not. Of course he's not giving it. Why would he give it? It's the away team. That is an unbelievable save. Who was that coming in? Colclough. That is a fantastic save from the keeper onto the bar. Moments like that. Is this a penalty? Let's be brutally honest with this.
The replay's not really great.
Let's see if this is a penalty. I'll be honest.
Made a meal of it for sure.
I can't see from there. Can't see from that angle.
They're having a nightmare here. What's going on?
Oh, can't see any replay.
You see him given. You see him given.
Mm.
It's close, but you see him given. I wouldn't say he's injured from it though.
No.
Minimal contact.
Colclough is the best player on the pitch. He's been absolutely brilliant. It's been superb. Well, I've got a break in play. Why not press the subscribe button? You know, if you're enjoying our conversation, which can be quite random at times, just subscribe. I would love to see a very, very clear angle of that foul, because at the moment...
I don't think we're going to get one. They tried to about 5 or 6 times, and it just never really went to plan, did it?
No. They're the moments a goal has to go in there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Makes me just wonder. It's not going to happen today. They've missed chance after chance. They've hit the bar.
I think Chesterfield have got to take a lot of positives from that, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not. It's not like they've had their chances, and to be honest with you, I think the 3 chances they've had are the best 3 chances in the game.
They are. They need to get Colclough on the ball, get Akinola on, a bit of positivity. Chesterfield have a free kick here. It's going to be 35, 40 yards. Ian, again, every game is chance after chance. You guys, whose idea was it to start the channel, lads? It's genuinely both of ours. Both of our ideas. I hope you like it. I hope it was a good idea. So, yeah. Right. We're going to put this in the box. They need a goal from this. Jeff King swings it in. They've won the first header. And it's gone out of play. I think it's going to be a Chesterfield throw-in, level with the edge of the area. They're putting some pressure on George, to be fair to them. They've got 29 minutes plus at a time. It's starting to ramp up again.
Yeah. Yeah, momentum's sort of falling Chesterfield's way at the moment. They've had the more possession.
Decent one. Can they put the ball in the box?
It's a good throw. Heavy touch again.
Corner. That's a Chesterfield corner. I wish Wrexham were promoted last year, then not to be cruising. Yeah. Yeah. I like seeing Grimsby beat them, but in hindsight, I just wish they'd gone up. Corner's decent ball, and it's going to be another corner. I think that was a goal kick, to be fair, but they've given another corner. I think it came off Grimes, but they've given a corner. This is where they need to score. They need to put that pressure on, because we haven't really seen Wrexham with any pressure on them. They were 4 minutes into the game when they scored their first goal. So, you know what'll happen, don't you? They'll start to really get into gear and he'll take Colclough off or something like that. Oh, come on, ref. Let it flow while they're on top. He's calling 2 players over. He's calling Mandeville over, and is it Ford or Cannon to have a chat? Cannon. Here we go. Corner to be swung in. Let's have a good one then. Swung in. Decent. Poor ball, actually, in the end. Oh, Colclough's lost flight of the ball.
He even beat the first man.
Do you know what? I'm going to say Mullins actually quite fast, isn't he?
He's really quick, yeah. Calmly.
He's deceiving. He's like Mac. Mac is quicker than I thought as well. Right, let's stop going down and try and keep the ball. McCallum's been absolute muck. It's been awful. I genuinely think, I know. I can't say I'd have put the chance away because I probably wouldn't have been in the right position, but if I was in the right position, I would have definitely put that chance away. Here we go. Colclough, run at your man. 30 yards out, goes back inside. It's all Chesterfield at the minute, but, you know, they're 2 goals behind. So unless they get one, great ball to Colclough. Sees on the overlap. Mandeville. That's an overhit pass. Overhit pass. They're looking good.
They're knocking on the door, though, aren't they?
They are. Can you sell us Langstaff? I think Langstaff will be going to League One at a minimum. Maybe not Championship. I think he'll be going to a side that will be whoever doesn't get promoted from League One this year, whether it be like Sheffield Wednesday, one of the big sides like that. I could see him going there. I could see him at Sheffield Wednesday. Could you, George?
Yeah,
that would be good for him. I think he'll stay around that area. Need a Chesterfield goal. I actually enjoyed the second half. Matt, the chances an opening Chesterfield have had can't help feel we'd have scored a couple here. I agree. I think there'd have been a couple of not scores there. I'd like to think so. Anyway.
That's a good point, Matt. That is. Yeah, I agree with you. It's going to be a crazy game, that, isn't it? If there's a lot riding on it as well, what a roller coaster it's going to be.
Yeah, some people are saying Derby. Yeah, I could see him at Derby. Definitely, fantastic player. I don't know what Wrexham's plan is right now. Oh, you don't give it to Slippy Feet. Fitzsimmons does pretty well there. They're giving it back to Slippy Feet. What's going on in the chat there then? Oh, dearie me. Paul Cook's still getting his team going. But Chesterfield have won it back again. Wrexham, yeah, I'm not sure. I was just saying, I'm not sure what their plan is. Are they just trying to see this 2-0 out? They're not going for a third. What awful distribution. Fitzsimmons is awful. I don't know what to say about him.
Oh, it's a funny one, isn't it?
Do they play rugby on it? No, they do swimming, I think. One of the lads does swimming on it.
I heard they do Tough Mudder on it.
Do they?
Mm.
You see that bloke trying to punch the ball back on the pitch
He did it twice.
He punched his mate.
What's
gone off there? Oh, no. Right, Ben Tozer. Here we go.
The towel's out again.
Every ball boy's got a towel in their shoe.
In their shoe.
Full-on bath mat in the shoe. Long throw in. This would be the game. Oh, someone's sewn those holes up in his hands. He's thinking, look, we're 2 down here. I'm just going to waste time. That is, Chesterfield. You don't laugh, you'll cry. Yeah, Chesterfield have had their few minutes. Oh, gosh. Right, 67 on the clock.
Game's opened up big time, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good game. I don't mind watching it. I kind of knew they'd go above us tonight. I mean, there's still 23 minutes left. We need a mistake. We need a mistake from Wrexham, and then even when they make mistakes, they seem to be punished offside. Any questions? Get them in the chat. Coming up to an hour 45 live. Really appreciate a subscription as well. It's going to be crazy coming towards the end of the season, whether it's the league title or the playoffs. Wrexham go 1 point ahead of us with 1 game in hand. That away game is Dagenham, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it is. That's not an easy game, although they beat us and then drew. Well, they're losing to Maidenhead, aren't they?
Mm.
Is that still the score? Let's have a look. Next to a harder for me, expecting them to win this. I don't know. I don't know. Some pace there. Diving header from Slippy Feet. In net. Dagenham still losing. Paul Mullins got it. He's had a push in the back from Grimes. He's got it on the edge of the box. Gives it to Ford. Trying to get across the way. Goes to the edge. And Cannon does well. Ball's flashed in and headed away. And can Chesterfield just get a grip of the ball? McCallum loses it again. He's been woeful. Woeful. Gives it to Jeff King, who boots it straight at a Wrexham player, and the ball is given back. Not good. Not good. On comes Palmer. It'll be for Mullin, I think. Yeah, I like that.
It's interesting to see as well for Mullin. He's effective on the pitch. He's not just there to score goals and pop up when the time's right.
No, he's good.
He's effective on the pitch. Gets the assist for the first goal as well.
No Chesterfield sub yet, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, no Chesterfield sub yet, which is interesting. Who do you think will leave if we don't go up? We've spoken about that on a podcast before. I almost don't want to answer it because I don't want to think about not going up. Imagine playing this well and you don't make it up. Whatever happens, if we don't go up through the automatic place, we'll 100% have a game at Meadow Lane. And then
the crazy thing is though, our away form's better than our home form.
Yeah, I think in a playoff when it's packed, I think it kind of, I don't know, it almost makes it all right. 71 on the clock. Massive numbers watching us. Really, really do appreciate this. Any questions, let us know. 71 on the clock. Put forward by Fitzsimmons. McCallum wins a header. And then Chesterfield seems to be just first to everything. There needs to be a substitute brought on that's attacking. I know it's going to be about goal difference. It could be about goal difference between us and Wrexham, but there has to be a point where you're willing to lose 3-0 rather than just keep it at 2-0. Do you know what I mean? Here we go. Colclough. Let's get him one-on-one with a player. Colclough has the ball, feeds it into the middle. Oldacre. That's just poor. It's so poor.
Oh, come on.
What's he doing? And Cannon can just dribble it away with absolute ease. And they're on the break here. I think Mullins through. Can he square it? He's going to have a shot against Fitzsimmons and he's blazed it wide. What a miss.
I reckon if you go into a back garden, Tom, you probably catch that.
Whoa. Through the window.
He's absolutely loathed it.
Muck. That was.
Yeah, as it stands then, Wrexham top of the league. They go above us by 1 point, got a game in hand, which is just honestly heartbreaking.
Yeah.
With how well we've been playing this season.
We've bounced back every time. We've had a I don't think have we drawn 2 in a row this season, since in that really good run. I don't think we've drawn 2 in a row. So yeah, I don't know. Here we go. These are good positive subs. So who do we see off? Oldacre. So Akinola is one of the men on. He was so good against Notts. Should be playing. And the winger that I just cannot pronounce his name, and I butchered it at the start. He's really good. We'll call him Jezerun. That's his first name. Wins the ball instantly. Have you seen how quick he is, George?
No.
I saw clips of whoever they signed him from in the league or two below. Rapid. Come on then, Chesterfield. Let's have a goal. Tom, do you think not to sign any more players? No, I think we're done. I think Lemon Heavens was the last one. I think we just keep it now, unless we get an injury for somewhere. What I will go to say is, only thing I'm thinking, if we don't go up, I think Scott will be our main striker next year.
Who knows?
There's no way Macca stays. No way. It's impossible. You'd be turning down. You're going to think he's got a minimum, hasn't he? A minimum of 35, I think. Minimum.
Absolute. It has to be a minimum. Yeah.
35 goals, minimum.
Imagine he hits 40, though. Incredible.
Ricky Miller will just be gone, finished.
How many did Ricky Miller get?
40. He got it in less starts, but still, not my fault he didn't start.
It's his fault.
Get up. Oh my God. McCallum's had one of the worst games I've seen a National League player. Come on, Colclough. Good ball through. Can he win a penalty? It's a corner. The Chesterfield fans are loud. Tar injured till the end of the season, a right wing back loanee. I hope he's not to the end of the season. Or can Jody play? I think Jody's okay. That was really good play. Mendy could easily have given a penalty away there. The positive is Langstaff goes, two things, like if we didn't go up, he deserves it. Good corner. He deserves to go, and also we would get good money to reinvest in the squad.
Yeah.
That's where you've got to be positive.
Yeah, I'm not getting ahead of
Balls
myself.
across. Ooh. Wrexham knocking on the door. No, I'm not getting ahead of myself. I want Langstaff to be our striker in League Two. I think he'd stay if Notts went up.
I'd like to think so.
Tar has to have surgery. Oh, no. Edge of the box. Let's have a shot. Go wide. Chesterfield have it on the edge of the box. Gives it out to Jeff King right on the left-hand side. He's got to go against Mendy, though, who's a fantastic defender. Oh, my goodness me. That's so poor. So poor. They're giving it away. And Wrexham are now on the break. And it's won back by Akinola. Chesterfield recycle again. Goal in the next 10 minutes would be ideal. They're knocking. And most teams do get... Quite a lot of teams do score against Wrexham. So, as they do us. But we need something big. Ball over the top. Fantastic.
Great ball.
Cole Clough.
What a ball that is.
He's got to go against Ford and put the ball into the box.
He's done well.
He does dink the ball in. It's going to go over Mendy's head, and I think it'll be kept in.
Straight back in, but it's just terrible.
It's still in play. Don't foul in there then. And can Wrexham clear the ball away? They're messing about with it, and Ford does hoof it away. Favourite National League player who isn't a Notts, Wrexham or Chesterfield player? Good question. I'll have a think about that.
What's the question?
Favourite National League player that's not from Notts, Wrexham or Chesterfield? Really good question. I like that one.
Yeah, that is a good question.
Great ball in. That's a head. Oh, he's being pulled all over the place. Is there not a foul there? Offside given. That looks suspect. Jack Bridge, good shot. That looks really suspect. I'd like to see a replay of that. I thought he pulled it back for a penalty then, I didn't see the offside. Idris Carney looked very good for Barnet. Very good. I do like Sabara. I know he doesn't play that well. He doesn't play very well at all. I think it's a Boreham Wood now. Eriko Souza. I quite like him. But he just has no end product. Only in the Grimsby playoff game. They need to be pushing men up Chesterfield. They're really pressing Wrexham, who are in their own box. And Wrexham are now resorting to a little bit of hoofball. "78 minutes. Keane Oatsy at Barnet away. Yeah. I think Barnet away, George, is the first time all five of us who are regularly on the channel make the game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
In 2, 3, 4 years.
I think is his name Powell who plays for Southend?
Yeah.
I like the look of him. I think he's a good little player.
Scored, didn't he, at their place?
Yeah.
Annoying player.
Handful, yeah.
Gut feeling now. I know you're quite a confident person, but gut feeling, do we win at Bromley?
Yeah, I think we'll see a big reaction. The standards are set, aren't they, really, for Notts? Anything other than a win's not good enough, is it?
We played before Rex, and they're 20 past 5.
Chance to go top again then. 10 minutes left of normal time, yeah.
Chesterfield have given it a go, to be fair. And
They
second half, I know they're 2-0 down and Wrexham can sit in. Second half, they've been the better team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's gutting as well? Wrexham were about to make it out this February that everyone thought was going to be hell for them with the fixtures.
Yeah.
And they've done it, and fair play. Fair play. There you go, Chesterfield. There's a good ball on the overlap. Can they put the cross in? It has to be a good cross, and it's a shocking cross. Or shocking cross.
2 yards, you know,
Like
the
watching
other way.
Knox can't beat the first man. And they've given it away again, and Palmer will just drive away with the ball. That's a fantastic tackle on him.
Just feels so sloppy. The thing with Chesterfield, there's not a lot to really improve on, I don't think. It's just the fine details, isn't it? I think sometimes they're just sloppy. The touch, the passes. It's just sloppy. And maybe Wrexham are making it difficult, yeah, but they've got to do better, really, to stand a chance of even scoring against Wrexham.
Has Shamanga played yet for Peterborough?
I don't know.
Has he scored? I haven't heard.
That's a question then, Tom.
Shamanga hasn't scored yet.
Harley just asked who's winning the Prem this year.
Arsenal.
I think.
Yeah, when we went to watch them on Saturday, if you haven't seen our last video, we got exec tickets to watch them on Saturday. I left at half time to go and watch Not Lose to Dagenham. They were. I know they played against. I know they played against Leicester, who were dreadful, but they were good, weren't they, George?
They were very good. Yeah, devastated.
If Saka had end product, it would have been 2 up by half time.
Should have had a penalty as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, awesome. I like a Sante at Chesterfield. Yeah. Right, we're just about to tick over to the 2-hour mark. There's not long left in this one. As I've been saying all video, please do subscribe to the channel. It helps us out massively. We've got a giveaway coming up for you Notts fans. Any Chesterfield or Wrexham fans watching, let us know. But it's comfortable. This is as comfortable as you get. Chesterfield knocking on the door, but they haven't had like a clear shot, have they, George? Not a clear effort on the goal.
No.
Fitzsimmons trying to hurry people up. Goes long, but they've got no focal point that can win the header. And they've won the header, like I said. And they're given a free kick. McCallum. Is it? Not happy. He's not got many decisions, has he? He's not had many decisions go his way.
No, he hasn't. But I don't know. He's not had the best night, has he, McCallum?
No.
Wrexham taking the time with this. They're 2-0 up. They're just trying to see the game out, aren't they? Really taking the time with this free kick.
Breakfast soon.
It will be.
What are you having tomorrow?
For breakfast? Probably porridge, mate. What are you having?
I'm enjoying bagels at the minute.
Come on.
Bagel, bit of peanut butter and jam.
Yeah, nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff, that is. What do you have in your porridge?
Change it every day, to be honest.
Love that. Unpredictable. Right, Wrexham had the ball in the box. Paul Mullin tries to get it. Fitzsimmons will race away. It doesn't slip out his hands this time. Clears it long. Chesterfield now have just a front three, and they've won the first header. And Paul McCallum nods it down. That's a handball. Oh, get up. So poor. Just throwing themselves down at every opportunity. It is lumping it long now, though. I mean, they've gone early with this. I know they're down, but they are just lumping it. That's a great tackle. There's another goal in this, George, and it's either, and it's obvious to say, it's either very soon with Wrexham killing the game, like very soon, because they can't go on like this, or it's going to make it interesting. But I think if Wrexham are going to score, It's coming. It's coming. Top of the league, analyst Wrexham. Yeah, you are. You're good at analysing. Give you that. Keep doing what you're doing. Spot on you. No getting past that. 86 minutes. Ooh, Wrexham nearly capitalised on that. Here you go, Chesterfield. Trying to get out their own half again. Go on then, play it through to Akinola. Here we go. He's a good player, but he's lost the ball. And this is what I'll talk about. They're in a goal very soon. It's now 4v4, isn't it? 5v5, actually. Mendy's going to run the clock down. He's going to win a free kick. No, but it's a decent ball in. Mullin on the edge, lays it off. Elliot Lee plays it back into Mullin. Across the box and defended pretty well there. It would have been a tap in for Palmer. Mullin again, trying to go on the outside. Support from Ford. I think, George, this is where the third comes, in my opinion. Top analysis. Got any jobs going, clever clogs? And that's going to go out. Oh, Fitzsimmons, stop it. I'm surprised he didn't slip over and make it out for a corner. Any other goals in the National League? Halifax 3, Wealdstone 0. No, nothing really. Chesterfield win the ball back. 87 minutes on the clock. Decent ball played through. They need a bit of support out wide. Not getting it because Wrexham have got to 2-0 lead to hold on to, haven't they? That is abysmal.
Yeah.
I think that's it. For me, that when that happens, it's game over.
Summarises the game, doesn't it, that pass?
Yeah. Yeah, that's sums their game up. No end product. Not when it really counts, they've not got a chance. Not got a chance. What's going on here? McCallum's lost his head, I think. Is he about to be sent off? I think McCallum's about to get a red. Didn't see what for. It's a yellow for McCallum. I think he's been really poor tonight, but I also think he's been a little bit hard done by. Let's have a look. What's he done there then? Oh, I thought it was a replay from the angle, but...
Yeah, I did as well.
I was watching McCallum, he's just walking. Does third place team have any sort of chance of catching up? No. No chance.
Oh, it is a replay.
Did he do anything?
He walked over to someone and then they fell to the ground.
Oh, it doesn't shock me. 2 minutes left.
Wrexham fans singing "We Are Top of the League."
They're heading to the top. There's straight shootout between Wrexham and County now. Chesterfield look off it. I think Chesterfield have been out of this race for weeks. Really, they're
over 20 points behind us.
They're in danger of falling out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Genuine danger. First and second have a bit more margin between them. Yeah, I think not so Wrexham are first and second. I'd almost put my house on it. Decent ball. Tried to see it out. Didn't work. Opportunity here. Is that Quigley? Pudding against Notts. Good play down that side. And an awful ball in again. I could not. This must be bad. This must be bad for Chesterfield fans. Must be bad.
Yeah, frustrating old watch this is for Chesterfield. They've just been poor. You know, I've just sort of been saying it. They're sloppy with the ball. Touch is bad. And that cross is just...
Apart from the 6 minutes out of this,
Six?
It's just end the game now. 6 minutes means 6 more chances for Chesterfield to put it out of play. apart from the 2 goals, I don't think it's been a very good game. I quite enjoyed the first half, apart from the Wrexham goals, but I don't think the second half. Like, I think it's been all right, but the quality's been poor, hasn't it? Cole-Clough's gone out of the game completely. I don't even know if he's still on the pitch. I'm not sure. Yeah, Chesterfield have some hard games coming up as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wrexham haven't needed to be good because Chesterfield have just been poor. Are they going to win the header? McCallum again. Opportunity for Cole-Clough, but yeah, he's finished, isn't he? He's tired out. Elliott Lee's just going to walk that away. Decent that is, though. Can they win it back? Put the cross in then. And they've lost it again.
Easy to defend against, aren't they, Tom? I think that's the...
Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if this was at Chesterfield's ground, it would have been a different picture. But when you go 1-0 down after 4 minutes, based on this, you've got to say you wouldn't be massively confident going to Gateshead, would you? This is going to be the third, I think. Chesterfield pretty much given up. Mullins got the ball, feeds it through to Lee, and has that flashed over? I don't know if it hit the bar. Oh, it's Palmer. Is it Palmer through? Not sure. No, it was to Lee. Did that hit the bar? I don't know. I don't know if he saved it.
No, I don't think he did.
It's a weird angle then.
Nice play that though.
Blazed it over. Yeah, Chesterfield were walking back at that point. As we've got 3.5 minutes left, if you could subscribe, please do. The running is going to be interesting for both sides. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. What's this? 11 games left for Notts, 12 for Chesterfield, for Wrexham, I think. Chesterfield have finished.
Deary me.
That's offside, isn't it?
Miles off.
Miles off.
Just offside. That's what the commentators just said. He's about 3 or 4 yards offside.
Who's going to Wrexham? I'll be at Wrexham. I think tickets will go fast for that one. Really quickly. I went for the 2-1 prediction for this. So at least Chesterfield could do is get 1. Just make me feel a bit better.
Yeah, if it gets changed to Tuesday, though, that's annoying, isn't it? If it gets changed Tuesday to TV.
Yeah, it is really annoying. Yeah, it is poor. I don't want it to be changed.
That could be the difference between me going and not going.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Massive game like that. Why would you put it on as a Tuesday? Good day. Got a Wrexham fan in his Miami shirt. Standard. Mullin doesn't stop running, does he? He's a bit like Langstaff. Just keep going. Wrexham keeping the ball for the final 2 minutes in that corner. You can see a big tackle flying in a minute. Decent play. That's unbelievable play from Wrexham, to be fair.
Oh.
Mullin. He was going to pick that up. He was genuinely going to pick that ball up. Old slippy toes, Fitzsimmons. Wrexham going to the edge of the box. Are they going to hit it? It's very decent play. This would the game's finished anyway, but Palmer trying to wriggle his way through.
He had options there as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. After watching Wrexham tonight, what do you think the chances are when we go there? It all depends. I'm one of these. I'm a bit concerned by the pitch. A little bit concerned by the pitch. I don't think it's very good. I don't think it lends itself to us, and they're not going to make it any better for when we...
Exactly.
Yeah. I think we'll be all right. I think it'll be a good game. I can't really judge it because, like someone said earlier, Wrexham haven't had to be good because Chesterfield have been so bad. I mean, you've got McMuffin up front that's missed 2 chances. It slipped through his feet.
McMuffin.
Cole-Clough, have a hit, son. Whoa, 2-1. 1 minute to go. Colclough, 2-1.
Too late.
Get it forward. Get it forward.
He deserves that. He's been their best player by a country mile.
Here we go. That's a great finish. Keeper was rooted. I've heard Notts are signing Colclough.
Yeah, he deserves that. It's a really, really well worked goal, and he's been good all night.
Yeah, goal difference slightly better. Why couldn't they have done that 30 minutes ago? Lump it up then, Rossi. They need to get that up very, very quickly. They've got 20 seconds. Lumped over the top, and I think the keeper will get that, and that'll be the game. That'll be the game. Maybe, I think once he's kicked it, that's done, do you?
Yeah.
Hey, I would say Colclough's been my player of the match. 2-1. I got my prediction right.
So did I.
Got my prediction right. Thank you for everyone that's joined us tonight. We've been well over 100 viewers for the last 2 hours. Don't forget, tomorrow night we've got our video with the owners going up at 8:30, and then the Pavers perspective, as always, on Thursday night. Please do, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Whether you're not, whether you're a Wrexham fan, whoever it is, just want to see the run-in. It's going to be a really good one. And yeah, leave a like on the video, please. Let's just have a look. Any more questions coming in? Appreciate the comments. It was a good stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hopefully see some of you again on the run-in. We will have a few Wrexham fans on the Pavers perspective closer to that game. So if you don't want to miss that, just click that subscribe button and put your notifications on. As always, thank you for watching. And we'll hopefully see you live on Thursday night.